live.
Hello.
Hi, everybody.
Welcome.
Beth, is it Friday yet?
No. I actually just looked at this. It's May 19th. It's Thursday. We have AJ Shively from Bright Star here with us. Yay.
We love Bright Star
We
at
love
thebroadway.com.
Bright Star.
We love it.
At thebroadway.com.
Yeah.
Hey.
How are you doing?
You know, there's so much news today.
There's so much everything today.
Yeah.
What was some of the news? Well, we have a new alphabet.
We have
That's
a new
always a
alphabet,
big
and
one.
that was so long ago because it was like this morning.
What's her name?
Jennifer Denoya. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly.
Where has she done Wicked?
In all over.
Everywhere? Just
She's
doing
like
London?
a record-breaking.
Or just on the tour and
I
stuff?
think on the tour they said 7 countries.
Yeah? Yeah, she's
a
like...
global alphabet.
She's a global alphabet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So she's coming in August.
Yeah, it's very exciting.
So exciting. We'll miss Rachel Tucker though.
Yeah, of course. Rachel Tucker's awesome.
But
remember our little vlogger, Lila Crawford?
Simply Red.
Simply Red, Backstage at Annie.
Mm-hmm.
She's back. What's she in?
Not on the Broadway. She's going to go to Radio City Music Hall.
That show, that
That
spring.
huge place.
It's not Spring Spectacular anymore. It's just a spectacular.
New York Spectacular.
Just
She's going to be kicking it with the Rockettes. And Jenna Ortega.
Jenna Ortega, right?
Disney star, right? Disney star Jenna.
Okay.
We were like, are they on Broadway?
Okay. Paul, how was Eclipsed? Eclipsed was magnificent. I'm so glad I finally saw it because I interviewed Seikon Sinblo. She taught me how to say her name, and I was afraid I was going to say it wrong again.
Yeah.
And that cast is amazing, so that was really fun. But Rachel, somebody named Rachel said, a different Rachel, not Rachel Tucker. But you know, don't worry about it. Every alphabet is awesome. Who's your favorite Wicked character, Beth? Let's just answer that quickly, and then we'll move on.
My favorite Wicked character is
Buck, obviously.
Oh, well, if you're going to say it for me. I do love a munchkin, but alphabet.
Yeah.
Although Linda's fun.
Don't you love how Bach says that line? I love talking about that.
Nessa.
Yeah, I wanted to confessa. Yeah, anyway.
Yes, that's our favorite lyric.
Okay.
Because we're super
what else?
weird.
The Public Theater.
The Public Theater has so much
Oh
going
my God,
on.
I know. I didn't even actually get through the whole story.
There's so
Harvey
much.
Firestein's going there, and Nia Vardalos.
Nia Vardalos has new.
But Corey Stahl.
Corey Stahl is joining Rachel Weisz for Plenty.
We love him.
Plenty.
I want to interview him. He's awesome.
Yeah.
I wonder what his wig work will be like in that. He's one of those great bald guys because he does amazing wig work. He looks different in everything.
He should be in something with Cerberus, and they can have a wig off.
I like that.
You heard it here first. David Byrne and Alex Timbers are reuniting after Here Lies Love, so there's that. It's going to be an amazing season at the Public Theater.
Alex Timbers has time. He has to make a new Disney musical. That's a lot of work.
He's got a lot going on.
Uh-huh.
What else happened today? Douglas Hodge and Kelly Baird are going to be in My Fair Lady in Sag Harbor.
Directed by Tony nominee Michael Arden. Yeah, that's correct. Michael Arden's doing a lot.
Spring Awakenings, Michael Arden. There's a billion. I think that's accurate.
Thank you, Stephen. We love you too.
Thank you. We love you too.
Uh-huh.
I think that was for you. There are a billion Broadway stars in Vogue, so go pick up Vogue. We've got some
pretty pictures, including our new vlogger.
I was about to say that Leslie Odom Jr.'s new vlog starts. It's so.
It's going up. Is it up yet? Good. It's going up any minute.
It's going up any minute.
Any minute. Also going up any minute is my show people. With that diva. What's her name?
Cynthia Erivo.
Cynthia Erivo.
That's
diva.
Fun. Which diva? That diva.
That's a fun interview.
Mm-hmm.
That's going up soon. Sorry, I'm trying to read these comments. You're right, Seikon is a former alphabet, and we talk about that in my one-on-one interview, which you can't watch yet.
Stay tuned. There might be something about that. There's a beautiful fresh face with a photo by Caitlin McNaney of Ruby Lewis of Paramore.
Uh-huh. You know who else was a great fresh face? Somebody in the room.
Yes.
That guy. Mm-hmm. We'll get to him.
He's here. He's here with us.
Bright Star.
Bright Star. AJ Shively rhymes with lively, correct?
I liked his picture too. That was a good picture.
That was a good picture.
Did you like your picture, AJ?
I do like
happy with that?
He was happy with that. Thank God. What if he said no?
It would have been awful.
Awful. I went and visited Kiara Hudas at her apartment in Washington Heights. Turns out.
And people know her from what?
They know her from being a Pulitzer Prize-winning playwright.
And for writing a little show called In the Heights.
She wrote a little show called In the Heights. And her downstairs neighbor is Lin-Manuel Miranda, who she says shows up with his dog and his baby like a Kramer. Like Kramer from Seinfeld. And then he tweeted that is exactly correct. So that's been confirmed. Lin Miranda is Kramer from Seinfeld. You heard it here first. Jenna Russell, remember her?
Yeah, she sang in the Park with George.
That's right. Tony nominee. Is doing Dr. Faustus with Kit Harington from Game of Thrones, and she just spills the beans all about Kit Harington. So read that. Super fun.
Cool.
Lupita Nyong'o. There are a lot of names
Of
today.
Eclipsed. I know there's a lot of names.
She got a caricature at Sardi's, so there's some cool pictures of that.
People are bringing up old news, so yes, you're right. Sutton Foster is playing Sweet Charity.
Oh, yes.
People are just bringing up old news, and you're right. David Hyde Pierce is doing Hello Dolly, but
yeah,
so much has happened since then.
Yes.
So much has happened.
Yes. I'm gonna get out of here so you can talk to AJ.
Yeah, bring him in.
But thanks, guys. Bye.
AJ Shively, everyone, rhymes with lively.
Thank you.
Come on in. It's good to see you. How you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you doing?
I'm great. So I just got this in the mail. I'm a big Bright Star supporter. I have been from day one. I'm very loud about it, everybody. So I just got this in the mail and I was super excited, but you said you don't have it yet.
I don't have it yet. No. We haven't had our official release yet.
I'm gifting this one to you. You should have it.
Just the CD or the whole?
No, you get the whole thing. You get the booklet. You get the whole
I haven't
thing.
even looked at the booklet or anything.
Oh, you're in it. You're in the booklet.
I am?
Well, that's Carmen, right? We love her.
Who's that girl?
Cusack, right? How's she doing?
Oh, you know.
Is it going to her head, all this Broadway fame?
No, she's just the best.
Yeah. Is she?
She is.
You've known her for a while now.
Yeah.
I saw you do the show at the Old Globe.
You did. Oh,
I did.
It's changed a lot since then, hasn't it?
It has changed a lot. And actually, you are in here, I swear to God. No.
I'm right here.
Yep, there you are. And look, there you are with people around you.
People and pages.
Singing and stuff. So anyway, this is yours.
Oh, thank you.
So tell me when you first got involved with Bright Star, which is now a big Tony nominated. It's so exciting, right? To see a show like it got the love it deserves.
You walk to the theater, you see the 5 Tony nominations. It's like,
awesome.
Oh, wow, I can't believe that actually happened. I did. It was premiered at Powerhouse at Vassar.
Right. Right.
In 2014, the summer of 2014.
Were you in that?
No, I was not in that.
Okay.
But I was in, or maybe that was even 2013. But I was in a workshop in early 2014.
What year did you do La Cage?
I did La Cage from 2010 until 2011.
Right, you were in La Cage with Douglas Hodge.
With Douglas Hodge, who you just mentioned is doing My Fair Lady.
Yes, and who else was in that?
Kelsey Grammer.
And Camille Grammer was around. I saw that.
She was, yeah.
I saw that on the TV show.
Down too. They were at
that was on the
party.
That was like fun to watch after the fact. Like, oh look, they're at La Cage.
Yes,
and who else did it? Harvey Firestein.
Harvey Firestein came in. Chris Seaver came in. Robin DeJesus got a Tony nomination.
Yes. Anyway, that was good. So after that, you got involved with Bright Star.
Yes. So I did a workshop actually with Kelly Barrett, who's also now working with Douglas Hodge. In that workshop, and then we went to the Old Globe, and then we had another couple readings. They made huge changes. They got rid of characters, and and then we were at the Kennedy Center.
Did you see me crying in the audience at the Old Globe?
I didn't.
It was messy.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I missed it. Actually,
it was actually messy. That show really it grabbed my heart and it squeezed it really hard.
It tends to do that. It does.
Yeah.
But then it puts it back after it squeezes a little.
Yeah, and then you sing the nice and the theme song. Yeah. What's it like working with Steve Martin? That's a very obvious question, Alex, but I want to know too.
Well, I think Steve Martin is actually a genius.
He wrote the show, by the way.
He wrote the show. Yeah. You kind of, it's a bizarre thing. I remember during the workshop, he would jam on the banjo with our banjo player during 10-minute breaks. And it's like, it was the weirdest thing because it's Steve Martin. So you see his face and you're like, oh, that's Steve Martin. Clearly. Yeah. But it's like, how did Steve Martin's head get attached to this banjo player's body? Because he's this incredible musician. And then it was also really funny watching him. He would listen with his eyes closed, and we'd be like, "Oh, Steve fell asleep." He wasn't. He was just listening to the rhythm. He comes from comedy, so it's all about rhythm and all about not just his music, but the dialogue itself. So he would listen to how the scenes flowed, and then he would open his eyes and he'd write something new, and he'd give it to us to try something else.
So if I ever see him in the audience of a Broadway show and his eyes are shut, I'm going to assume he's not
just
asleep.
Listening. He's just listening.
So Morgan has a very important question. Would you be Bach or Fierro? This is a very important question.
This is a very important question.
I don't know what the height requirement is for Bach. How tall are you?
I'm 5'11", so I don't think I can be Bach.
I think you're Fierro. Let's just go with that. They want an answer, so we'll just go with that.
I'm Slim Fierro. Slim cut Fierro.
How do you relate to your character? So let's talk about this guy you play.
Well,
what's his name? His name
is Billy Kane, and it's kind of similar to J.D. Salinger. He was fighting in World War II. He served in Europe in World War II, and while he was abroad, cemented that he wanted to become a writer. And he came back home. Billy comes back home
to the South,
to North Carolina, and recognizes the gift of life that he has. He's been gifted his whole life, and so he decides to take advantage of it and pursue his his dream of becoming a writer. And I think as any artist, I can absolutely relate with that. You know, it takes a lot of sacrifice and a lot of, you know, gumption to follow what a lot of people consider to be a pipe dream. So I definitely relate.
What was your moment where you said, I want to be an actor, I want to do this?
For me, it was, well, I've always been obsessed with movies. There's a family legend that I stopped Christmas when I was like 3 years old because I got the VHS of E.T. And I like left Christmas. I stopped opening presents because I got E.T. So I watched all of E.T. I could sit through, as a little kid, I could sit through the entirety of Ben-Hur. Like, not even get up during the intermission, kind of like dance to the intermission music and then watch all of Ben-Hur. Wow. So I've always loved movies, but it wasn't until I saw the national tour of Big and I saw that there were kids. I think that was the first time I saw kids in a show, and I was like, kids can do this? So I started doing community theater.
Remember that song, Cross the Line?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I'd still like rock out to that song.
The one that really still sticks with me is, I can't remember what it's called, but girls smell like girls, women wear perfume. It's when the older version,
Well, you know what Cross the Line's about?
What?
He's gonna have sex.
Oh yeah.
It's kind of weird. It's kind of awkward. There's a bunch of kids dancing.
That was over my head. I was like, they're dancing.
It's the night. So the national tour of Big.
National tour of Big.
They should bring Big back, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah. It didn't get its fair
good
due.
Music in that Big show. Richard said that band on that Moving House set is brilliant, aren't they?
They are brilliant, and I don't know how they do it. Imagine playing the violin. Now imagine playing the violin on a spinning house that's going like this. I don't know how they do it. And our banjo player is the only one. His chair can't be secured down because they have to move it for, I don't know, something with the set. For some reason, I think there are lights on that unit, so it has to have battery packs. So that's the access to the battery packs is under his chair. So his chair isn't bolted down. And so it's like
that's the guy to watch while you're watching the show.
It's like a tilt-a-whirl.
He's on a ride.
He's at Disneyland.
Brittany is seeing Bright Star on Saturday.
All right.
She can't wait to sob.
Oh.
Anne is coming in a few weeks.
Awesome.
Great.
Thank you, guys.
Great. Do you have any fun backstage stories? Is that a fun cast?
It's such a fun cast. It's the best cast. Our director, Walter Bobby, said he wanted the experience of the show to be like, he wanted audiences to leave the theater feeling like they were part of this small town with everybody, kind of feeling like they grew up in this small North Carolina town with everybody. So it feels like that in the theater, not just the cast, the crew, the band, everybody in the building. We all get along really well. We do brunch on Sundays before the show. There's a potluck brunch and
nice.
Yeah, that's good.
Who brings good food? People bring good stuff.
Oh man, all the
Carmen Cusack bring food?
Carmen Cusack, she does bring food sometimes. She's
very
busy right now. She's not only a Tony nominee, she's an
it.
everything nominee. I think she was nominated for every award a person can be nominated.
Yeah,
for.
she should be.
As well, she should be. Yes.
Yeah. Any onstage mishaps? People always like to hear about people falling and messing up.
All the time. Oh man, especially our show is all about the actors move all the furniture around the whole time. So, so there are definite mishaps about that. There's a lot of suitcase handing back and forth in very short time. So I've definitely hit somebody in the gut with the suitcase, and I've definitely been punched in the gut by a suitcase. And just every now and then you just go up on a line, but that's not.
That happens.
That happens.
Anne wants to know if you come out at the stage or after Wednesday matinees.
I do.
What do you do between shows?
Oh, it depends on what the weather is like.
True. It's getting nice out.
It's getting nice out, so I try and go to a park.
You're going to go lay out in the park between shows?
Not Central Park, but I'll go find a park and I'll eat some food. Yeah, be outside as much as I can.
And what do you do? Listen to music, read a book? What do you do? Text?
Well, I usually go with somebody from the cast. Yeah.
Talk to somebody.
No, yeah,
You're not by yourself.
No, actual lunch. Okay. Yeah, not just by myself. No.
Which show, if you could, you're busy doing a show. If you had a night off, which other Broadway show would you love to go see? What are you dying to see? That's the thing about when you're at a show; it's hard to see other things.
Yes, well, I'm dying to see Color Purple because I missed it the first time around. I need, that was a mistake.
You need to see that.
I need to see that. My roommate is in Waitress, so I need to see that eventually. I think there was one performance we might have been able to go to, but I already had tickets to see The Father
No.
So
sorry, Remy.
which is so good. The Father's so
I
good.
haven't seen it yet. I heard
It's
it's
really
amazing.
great. Frank Langella's, it's unbelievable.
Megan said she saw the show on Saturday. Bravo!
Thank you.
And it was amazing. And Steve Martin played that night. So
Yeah.
Steve Martin has been popping up sometimes.
Yeah, he's dropping in. There's
He's not trying to play your role, is he?
No.
I would pay to see that. That'd be fun.
Yeah,
that'd be
hilarious. He's been dropping in the entr'acte of the band. Kind of, they just jam and they all do solos. And so Steve has been dropping in. There might be, maybe it's kind of maybe a rehearsal for maybe another performance at some kind on some kind of telecast that might be happening.
Oh,
I don't know if we're allowed to talk
obvious. Something happening June 12th, maybe.
Maybe.
So does the audience flip out when he pops
Oh
out?
man, yeah. Well, they go nuts anyway for the band because the music and the players are crazy.
Yeah.
But yes, they scream for like 15 seconds, which doesn't sound long when you say 15 seconds, but if you look at your watch and wait for 15 seconds, it's like that, just screaming. And then they're just, it's amazing.
Yeah. What was your reaction when you got the part? Did you freak out? Carter wants to know.
Yeah. Well, I was cast for the workshop, so I was so excited. I was so excited to do this workshop and to be able to work creatively with Steve Martin and Edie Mikell and Walter Blobby and Josh Rhodes and Rob Berman and Peter Att, this ridiculous creative team we have. So I kind of and then I was asked to do the regional production in San Diego, and that was a little more exciting.
Then after that, you don't necessarily that doesn't mean you're going to Broadway.
That doesn't mean you're going to Broadway.
Actually, a lot of the cast changed for Broadway.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So then we found out that there was going to be an out-of-town tryout and hopefully a Broadway run, and so I kind of had my fingers crossed. And then when I got cast in that, I was a little more excited. And then when we found out we had a theater, so I kind of. It was like the stages.
But the life of an actor is a roller coaster.
It is. Oh yeah, and then, so there's a month in between there where you're like, okay, well I guess I have to just accept that my experience with the show has been wonderful.
I'm going to
so
emotionally
far.
detach myself
Yes.
from Bright Star, and then you're like, oh my god, I love Bright Star. I'm in it. I love it. I love everybody.
Yeah.
That back and forth.
Yeah, it's tough.
Someone said it's a beautiful show. They're completely obsessed with the album. I agree, Janice. I love this show. Everyone who hasn't seen Bright Star. You could probably see them perform on the Tonys because they're Tony nominated, but you should go see it. What's the name of that theater? The Court.
The Court Theater, 48th
You're on 48th Street. It's on the other side of Broadway, but worth the walk.
Yes.
It's lovely.
Well, and there's not a crowd over there, so it's nicer. You just walk
it's actually, and there's a Chipotle.
And there's a Chipotle right across the street.
Which is great. Sometimes during intermission, I'm found at Chipotle.
At Chipotle, just getting quick guacamole.
That's my thing.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming
Thank you for having me here.
So great to see you. Everyone, check out Bright Star, and we'll see you tomorrow on Live at 5. Bye.
Bye.